Hello everyone, this is Dr. Rahul Pethe. In this video, we are going to discuss the popular A3 solving problem regarding DevOps application. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to outline and explain all the steps in this framework as well as compare it to timings, plan, do, check and act cycle. So, what is this timings application and why we call it as an A3 application? So, what's really funny regarding this framework is that people are always asking what is it called an A3? A3 just refer to European paper size, that's equivalent to an 11 by 17 inches size paper, upon which many people choose to outline their templates for this framework. That's all the magic's there behind the funny sounding name. It's simply the name A3 problem solving. We can use the A3 paper for our problem to solve by using DevOps. So these are the things which are a part of this particular DevOps problem solving statement. It's tightly linked to the Deming's plan, do, check and acts system, step upon through 4 techniques which are already discussed, that are nothing but your plan is a first step. I will go through one by one about the plan, then we can jump on the step 5, essentially maps to the do phase. We can see here plan, then directly jump on a 5th step, that is do steps. Then step 6 is a check and step 7 is an act. If you search the internet, for example, and templates, you will find a bit of a variation about this plan in how each step is labeled and described about the A3 steps and the PDCA cycle. It's more important to make sure you go through each step and spending the majority of your time in a planning step. We can see the planning step is a part of a very large enough as compared to the PDCA in the A3 steps. That include background, problem statement of the current conditions that we already discussed in the previous lecture about the current condition, goal and target condition. It's again a part of your current condition as well as a target condition analysis. So we can briefly discuss about the one by one. Now we can go for step 1 is really to set the background. Why is this being discussed? This should include a statement about how this problem directly impact business outcome. As already discussed about that, we are totally concerned about outcomes, not an output. For example, in the last lesson, we already discussed one point that are nothing but your the defects, 20% defects, then that will be reduced to the 10% and then will be 0%. For that purpose, we require an automation. The problem statement for the test automation includes information about the quality issues. We require or we are concerned about the quality of product. We are creating production incidents and impacting the customers. For that purpose, we have to have concern about the quality. If the quality is good, then the customer satisfaction is there, and then we can get the proper feedback from the customers. We'll reduce the defects as we already discussed from 20% to the 10% and then to the 0%. So background is one of the most step for the particularly we can say about the problem solving about that particular product. Step 2 is understanding the current condition. Yes, what is the current condition, market condition and the product condition, and creating a problem statement. Note that the use of current condition is also aligned with the improvement kata language. As already discussed in the improvement kata, a current condition, if the current condition is improper or not in a good phase, then we have to improve, and we will take some time, that already discussed in the previous lecture about that the time span life cycle, and it's already a part of your particularly improvement gata. The current condition needs to be the current reality of where things stands today and where we are and where we want to go, the target. For example, qualify the production incidents being created due to the quality issues, यानी गुणवत्ता जो हम ध्यान देना चाहते हैं एक पर्टिकुलर प्रोडक्ट में, गुणवत्ता, प्रोडक्ट की गुणवत्ता जो कि उत्पादन की घटना को निर्धारित करती है, यानी जितना उत्पादन आप करना चाहते हैं उस हिसाब से गुणवत्ता यानी क्वालिटी भी मेंटेन रहनी चाहिए। यानी अगर हम उत्पादन यानी प्रोडक्शन ज़्यादा करना की कोशिश कर रहे हैं और क्वालिटी डिग्रेडेड हो रही है, so this is one of the bad issue, bad factor for the product. So the current condition is what? Creating the problem statements for that particular production and then get the outcome. Ideally, you would also be able to tie that to lost revenue, यानी हम अपना रेवेन्यू यानी जो इनकम है वो लॉस हो सकते हैं या फिर other business metric. So these are the terms which are related to the current condition and the problem statement. So that have to have solved through E3 problem statement. So PDC is a good thing, as we already discussed about that the PDC is a part, and then we can plan in a proper manner. That is the step 2 for this particular plan. Step 3, develop the goal and or the target state. So what we are already discussed about the background of product, and then we will search about the current condition, and then we will think about the target state. This should be the outcome you are trying to achieve for the business. Outcome, not output, and how you will measure success. Being as a business person, we have to concern about the success on the basis of outcome, not on the basis of output. मीन्स अगर हम किसी प्रोडक्ट की रिलीज के हिसाब से ज़ीरो हाई सिविरिटी इंसिडेंट्स जो कि रिलीज पे डिपेंड करती है वो अगर हम ध्यान देते हैं तो हमें पता चलता है कि हमारा प्रोडक्ट जो है वो इम्प्रॉपर वे में मार्केट में प्रेजेंट हो सकता है। टारगेट हमारा मेन ये है कि हैविंग ज़ीरो हाई सिविरिटी इंसिडेंट ड्यू टू रिलीज। ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा प्रोडक्शन करना इज़ ओके, बट उसके साथ साथ उसकी पर्टिकुलरली क्वालिटी मेंटेन करना इज वन ऑफ द मेन गोल। डेवलप द गोल एंड और द टारगेट स्टेट इज अ पार्ट ऑफ अवर step 3. So these are the things which are a part of your plan, which includes the part of steps one by one step. Step 4 is performing analysis. If you look at E3 guidance online, you may see these steps called root cause analysis. First of all, you have to find out the root cause, means why we lagging, why the releasing of product will get delayed. So these are the things that we have to concern about, that root cause. Now here I had like to make a slight adjustment. In a complex system, there are usually multiple contribution factor and not a single root cause. There are multiple factors which may affect on your release date, delay in the release date, or the customer satisfaction, as we already discussed in the amplifying feedback sector. So as that are nothing but your 7 principles as well as 3 principles as already discussed in the previous lecture. So in this stage, as you are going through and identifying potential root cause, there may be multiple contributing factors, but we have to concern about the perfect where we are lagging. That is a most important factor, is a part of your system. For that purpose, we have to do a system should be automated. Automation is there. Then test coverage, unit test coverage required. How many times you have to test that particular product, and process related issues. What are the issues we have that we have to concern? So on the basis of that, allowing expectation late in the life cycle. If that we will not concern about all these issues, then there will be the delay in releasing date or the delay in the life cycle. So these are the problem statement that we have to concern. So these are the steps 1 through 4 that a plan, that is nothing but your plan phase. I have seen situations where people wants to breeze through and get to do phase. Directly they want to go for the do phase, but they have to concern about their particularly plan phase. It means team that spends the majority of their time in the plan phase typically had the most success in reaching their target and goals. If we will particularly spend a time in a plan phase, there will be no failure in the future or in the target. There should be a particularly success in when if we will like particularly spend the time in the plan phase. So these are the 4 steps in the plan phase. As we move on, step 5 is the brainstorm and determine some potential countermeasure that you could introduce to experiment and attempt to solve the problem. Means brainstorming is one of the most important part for the step 5. This should include how you intend to reach the target condition. Means if our brainstorming is perfect enough to identify the target or to achieve the target, then it will definitely we will reach that particular target. Meaning and hypothesis on how the countermeasure could help reach the goal. It is most important. If we are very well aware about that, what we have to do, how to design that product, how to develop that product, which type of steps we require, and then we will go for that particular things. So brainstorming is most important thing. That's why we already discussed about that. The plan phase required majority time. We will have to spend majority time in the plans phase, and then we will move for the particular next steps. For that purpose, we required a brainstorming. For example, the team felt that instituting a gate मीन्स डिसीजन क्राइटेरिया जो होना चाहिए, जो काउंटर मेजर डिसीजन क्राइटेरिया होना चाहिए, वो इतना परफेक्ट होना चाहिए कि आपका जो डिले आने वाला है वो हम रिड्यूस कर सकते हैं। उसके साथ साथ जो एफर्ट्स लगने वाले हैं, एक्स्ट्रा एफर्ट्स लगने वाले हैं, वो हम रिड्यूस कर सकते हैं। डिसीजन क्राइटेरिया जो हमें चेंज करना है या लेना है वो हम फास्ट ले सकते हैं। इमीडिएट रिस्पॉन्स जो मिलने वाला है जो फीडबैक के थ्रू, वो हम प्रॉपरली ले सकते हैं। तो ये सारे जो प्रोसेस हैं, जो अगर हमें ऑटोमेशन करना है, वो जो भी प्रोसेस हमें चेंज करनी है वो फर्स्ट स्टेप में ही अगर हम करते हैं तो डेफिनेटली उसका आउटपुट हमें अच्छा मिल सकता है। सो दीज आर द ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग कंडीशंस, काउंटर मेजर कंडीशंस फॉर द डिसीजन मेकिंग दैट आर नथिंग बट इफेक्ट्स वर्सेस इम्पैक्ट। व्हाट विल बी द इम्पैक्ट अगर हमने प्रॉपर तरीके से प्लान नहीं किया, एफर्ट्स अगर हमारे इम्प्रॉपर हैं, तो हमारा इम्पैक्ट जो आने वाला है वो रॉन्ग या फिर जो भी हमारा इम्पैक्ट आने वाला है वो हमारा वर्स्ट होने वाला है, जिस वजह से हमारा प्रोडक्ट या फिर जो हमारा मार्केट है वो हम लॉस हो सकते हैं या फिर हम सक्सेस नहीं पाएंगे हमारे पर्टिकुलर प्रोडक्ट में। सो दैट्स व्हाई वी हैव टू कंसर्न अबाउट दैट काउंटर मेजर। दीज आर द थिंग्स विच आर part of your decision criteria is nothing but your efforts versus impact. Efforts is more but the impact is less, or impact is improper, then there is a you will not get a success. If the effort is proper in a short span and the impact is good, then it will be a proper success in the market. Step 6 is to create a implementation plan that will enable you to check the result. Of course, as we spend the time in the plan section, then brainstorming is there, and then we have to check the results and really confirm if it had an impact on a current condition. If a proper impact on a current condition, then your result is exactly on the success level. So you are going to pick one of your countermeasure, whatever the countermeasure that part of your impact to and efforts and impact, and documents the action needed to implement the countermeasure. Whatever the action you have to take, that should be a part of that should be implemented and then get the proper outcome, proper result. A timeline for implementation and the person or person responsible for that particular production or that particular development, that should be a particularly master in that particular section. So plan and the brainstorming is most important, so that particular person or a team of persons will get the proper result. For example, we'll create a 15 additional automated test scripts within 2 weeks, and it's assigned to our QA manager, quality assurance manager. So what happened, we'll get a proper quality through that particular team, and through that particular automated test scripts within 2 weeks, and then we will get the proper output or the outcome. So these are the way to identify the particular plan. So implementation plan is one of the good thing where we'll get the proper result, proper outcome. Then based on the results, step 7 is when you are going to update what called stands for work outcome, standard work outcome, based on the outcome of the steps that you took, whatever the efforts you took in a previous section, plan, then do, and then check. So the next step is nothing but your outcome, standard work, whatever the we require, that is available in by your efforts, and then impact. For example, if you automated it those test script and it reduce your production incident count or a lifespan, then you will want to check those into a library and have those become your standard automated scripts going forward. So if we have to check properly, we have a proper test script and we will check properly, then definitely your production incident count is reduced automatically, and then we'll get the proper outcome or the proper output. Automated script outcome is going forward and get the proper output on the basis of your particular steps. So PDCA is a part of your Deming cycle, but if it is related to the E3, then it will be a particularly plan is a majority time spent, then we have to do, then check, and then act. This E3 problem solving framework can then be used as a ongoing tools to create a culture of continuous improvement or continuous learning. As already discussed about that continuous improvement in the improvement kata, and the continuous learning is a part of your principle that we already discussed in the previous lecture. So whatever the problem we have, that we have to solve through a continuous improvement or the continuous learning, I highly encourage you to reach it further to see how you may be able to implement in your organization. That is the most important. You have to implement in your organization. For that purpose, you have to go through that particular Deming cycle, and then we can implement as an E3 plan circle. So this is a problem solving framework in the DevOps system. If you like this lecture, please like and subscribe my video channel. Thank you.